Welcome back, guys. It's your boy New Era Rich checking in with another vlog. And what is it? It's 9:16 in the morning. Good morning to you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Blessings. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're safe. Hope you're healthy. Hope you're blessed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You want to hit that subscribe button so you can join the New Era crew. What's good, New Era crew? Blessings, yo. Happy to be back with another video for you guys. Okay, so this video should have been made this video, but I kind of been sitting back and watching. And actually this morning I ended up seeing some breaking news. So I was like, yeah, I think this is the time to speak on this topic. Now, as you know, Donald Trump has been not only threatening Chicago with sending the National Guard and ICE. They were here. They're here now. They're here now. But Chicago put up a fight, and now they're leaving Chicago and they're going to Memphis. But it's another reason why I'm making this video this weekend. Shout out to all my Mexicans, my Latinos. Y'all know it's Independence Day. As we speak, they're starting the parades, and if you're from Chicago, you know. They go all night long. They get it in on Mexican Independence Day. So, be that saying, you got ICE. ICE is still here, and I'm gonna show you guys. Like even yesterday, it was some reports they killed somebody because supposedly he was an illegal immigrant. He was Mexican. You know, and he didn't have all his documents. So they tried to pull over his car. This is what I seen in real live action. They tried to pull over his car. He didn't want to stop. When he started to drive off, they unalived him. Then they get on the news talking about this ICE I'm talking about, get on the news talking about, well, I feared for my life. Stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? So, and you guys will see, I think it's a clip in there, but you guys will see. So without further ado, drop down in the comments how you feel, especially if you're a Chicagoan. Drop down in the comments how you feel about the National Guard moving from Chicago to Memphis. Do you believe that we need the National Guard? And then if you're from Memphis, drop down in the comments how you guys feel about the National Guard coming to Memphis. I'm curious to know. So let's get into this review. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's rock out.
Breaking fuck the news. TikTok, this is per CNN. Per CNN. Donald Trump and his administration are kind of moving, well, not kind of. They're moving away from the idea of sending the Guard into Illinois, into Chicago, because the governor says no. The reason why they're pivoting and the reason why this could be an issue is because if the governor says no, it could violate states' rights because the Guard listens to the governor of the state. But now there are talks amongst the Trump administration about sending the Guard into Memphis. The reason why is because the governor is on board. He's with it. He's with it. He's a Republican governor, of course. MAGA, of course. And he's like, yep, send them down here. I want the stormtroopers down here.
Facts. ICE is still here.
So, for everybody who is in Chicago, I guess you can breathe a small breath of fresh air for now. That does not mean ICE and other three-letter agencies are not in Chicago. But Memphis is facing a National Guard deployment.
This happened.
So I will keep you updated
like 3
with
days
more.
ago.
Maybe if I don't get taken down. All right, we're gonna give this a fucking
smash and grab.
What we're being told at this point is that this is one of 3 particular scenes that occurred earlier this morning. Now, we do have some video, some cell phone video from the witness that actually witnessed this happening. Cell phone video from a camera captured moments thieves rammed the vehicle into this luxury store. What we're being told at this point is that this is one of 3 particular scenes.
All right, so this guy right here says National Guard will deploy to Memphis next, not Chicago for now. That guy announced Friday that the National Guard will be sent to Memphis, Tennessee, making his latest move to expand federal law enforcement into United States cities. The decision comes a month after he ordered troops into Washington, D.C., which we saw was a fucking disaster. All right. Trump described Memphis as deeply troubled and claimed both Tennessee Governor Bill
you don't
Lee
know,
and
Chicago's
Memphis
a blue
Mayor Paul
state.
Young
Tennessee's a
welcomed
red
the
state.
plan. Local station ABC 24 previously
So that's why
reported
they
that
welcome
city
the
council
National
members
Guard.
had been briefed on a potential guard presence. For all my folks in Tennessee and Memphis, y'all go ahead and send this to y'all people, man. Before I even get done with the video, send this to y'all people, man. The president said he was influenced by Union Pacific CEO Jim Vena, a former FedEx board member who warned about crime in Memphis. We're just sending niggas out there. This isn't even... We sending niggas out there on word of mouth? The president said he was influenced because somebody warned him about crime in Memphis. No analytics, no graphs, no hard-hitting facts.
Oh, look at this shit. Look at this fucking shit. Look at that shit.
Look how they treat the police.
Look at that. Yeah, get these motherfuckers. Get them. Oh, look at this.
So let's talk about the National Guard coming to Chicago. You know, there's been a big topic the last few weeks. Recently, Trump has come out and said he's not really looking forward to sending the National Guard to Chicago anymore.
I disagree. I think he was trying to send them here to Chicago,
I don't think
but
Trump was ever
the pushback
going to send the National Guard to Chicago.
Too hard.
And the reason why is because it doesn't fit
So
their
he moved
long
on.
game, their long plan, their narrative. Now let me break it down for y'all. So the National Guard was supposed to come to Chicago due to all the crime and everything that's going on right now.
Facts.
But instead, Trump is
They like
talking
blacks
about sending them to
killing
other
blacks
places.
anyway.
Now let's get real
That's
here.
part of their
They're
agenda.
not bringing them to places like Chicago because it doesn't fit their narrative. They only want to step in when it's affecting white, affluent areas. When it comes to black communities, they rather let the violence continue because it feeds into that prison pipeline. It's all about the bigger system where they rather watch us tear each other apart than actually help. So when they decide to not intervene here, it's not just about one decision. It's about a whole pattern of letting our communities suffer and feeding a system that profits from that suffering. Let's not be fooled. We need to see the bigger picture here and keep pushing for real change. And it starts with the people. Power to the people. That's what Fred Hampton used to say. So when y'all ask why Donald Trump is not bringing the National Guard to Chicago to stop the crime, because it doesn't help them in the end. They want black men to kill each other. This was their whole plans for decades. They systematically sabotaged us to get to this point so we're self-destructive. And they're not going to stop it now because once again, it feeds to their narrative. Genocide. They want us to kill each other. They want us to sell drugs. They want to create and further that prison pipeline. So you probably won't see the National Guard in Chicago unless, like I said, the crime
really
continues to spill over
downtown,
into affluent white neighborhoods, downtown Chicago. These storefronts where it's making the whole image of Chicago look bad.
Hi, how?
Not Miss Jones' dog. Dang.
The man with the dead hand pivots will send National Guard to Memphis.
This it right here, guys. This happened yesterday.
I wonder what changed his mind.
Breaking right now, ICE operations turned deadly in northwest suburban Franklin Park. The Department of Homeland Security confirms that during a stop, ICE agents tried taking a person into custody. That person then attempted to drive their vehicle toward the agents, striking one of them. That officer fired their weapon, hitting and killing the driver. The officer suffered some injuries from being dragged by the vehicle, but we're told is in stable condition. Our Suzanne Lemonnier is on that scene gathering information, and she'll have the latest here on CBS News.
This nigga ain't crazy.
We have some big news right now. J.B. Pritzker won at least this battle against Donald Trump. Donald Trump will not be sending the National Guard into Chicago, at least right now, shelving that plan because of significant legal concerns that he and his advisors have over sending the Guard into Chicago. Why? Because the governor says no. And well, according to CNN, if Donald Trump went ahead with sending the Guard into Chicago, there would be significant states' rights concerns. We knew that. And Governor Pritzker and local officials have said they don't want the Guard. Now, instead, Trump is pivoting. He's going to likely send the National Guard into Memphis because the state's Republican governor is fully on board with that plan. But Donald Trump is not happy, right? He wants the Guard going into Chicago. He's been making Chicago this akin to a war zone type situation. And well, now he's not going to be able to do it. At least for now, J.B. Pritzker has won. Donald Trump has lost.
Just so everyone knows, this is the federal buildings in Chicago. There's the other one. This is the dangerous crime war zone that Trump feels like he needs to send the National Guard to protect. These are the criminals you're seeing them live now. And normally there's 85 cops here anyway because it's a federal building. So you tell me where the National Guard is needed. Just
Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Rain Vengeance, aka Rain Kamiata. I ain't gonna lie, I don't want this video to be too long.
I'm not gonna lie, I keep seeing all these posts talk about the National Guard coming here, the National Guard coming here, and this people gonna do that, and them people gonna do this. Like, did y'all forget, like, they are the National Guard. We're not talking about the U.S. Army, SEAL Team 6, Marine Corps, the National Guard. Niggas who sign up for a weekend, like every 2 weeks and like a month a year or something like that. A weekend every month for like a month a year or something like that. That's one.
I don't know about all that.
Can't arrest nobody.
Drop down in the comments if you believe what this man is saying right here. Falls on that.
And they can't even assist the police. So they really just gonna be props. They came to Philly to about curfew and we was outside walking past them while they was standing there with their M16s in uniform. So all the cap, like, come on, miss me with all that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some shit going down soon because look. They put a fence all up around the federal building. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
POV, when the National Guard arrived in Chicago.
The YNs was talking big smack until the National Guard was on their way here. Then they got quiet.
POV, when the
Yo, bowling ball body ass, big back ass on Neil, fat head ass. Back of your head like a pack of skins on Neil. Big body ass, phone them grave, early as hell you popping out, sweaty head ass. Big boot ass, phone them grave. Yo, bowling.
The bro said,
facts,
man,
he
we
did
in
switch
Chicago,
up.
Man, don't come play with us, cause bro, we really finna fight back. Bro, shut your fat ass up, man. Shut the fuck up before you start huffing and puffing. Whenever them damn soldiers come running after your ass, talking about some weed. Then next minute he switching up. Nah, don't switch up.
You know about that one chubby guy. He went viral.
He talking about.
Then he doubled back and was like,
what is you
he
finna
doubled
do?
back on what he was saying.
Bro, what are you finna do? You not finna do shit, gang. Have you even been to the gun range, bro? Do you know what they have?
have the National Guard pulling up on the YNs in Chicago.
Okay, we've got really good news now. The military will not be deployed into Chicago. In an interview on, I think, Fox and Friends, Donald Trump walked it back, said he's not going into Chicago. I think this, if you're Jay Pritzker, what an amazing display of leadership, right? 85% of Chicago didn't want the military in this city. They put forth a legal argument to say you can't do it. They put together a plan to block them at every turn once they got there. So a couple points. First of all, it's unethical to use the military and the soldiers to go after your political enemies. Two, if 85% of a city doesn't want you there, I thought small government was a Republican concept. If you're not welcome, don't go. Three, the military is not how you fight crime. You can go in and take over, and that's a temporary band-aid to a much larger problem. You need jobs. You need second chance job opportunities, second chance housing for people. And the bottom line of this is, we know he's going to Memphis next. in a red state. That sucks for Memphis. I hope Memphis fights a good fight. But at least for Chicago's sake,
guys,
you know.
Did you think we got a W by making the National Guard skip Chicago and go to Memphis? Or do you believe, drop down in the comments, or do you believe that we needed the National Guard? Because it ain't crime still rising in Chicago like never before. If anything, I think when Trump threatened to send a National Guard here, ICE already here. As you can see, you seen in one of the clips, they already killed somebody that wasn't armed. They said, and I synced the video, guys. You can look it up on Chicago's, one of Chicago's. Look it up, Google it. It's recent. It's like yesterday's news, and they said that the guy was armed, or they said that he feared for his life. He was dragged by a car. That's cap. The guy just pulled off. They came up to his car and the guy pulled off. The guy didn't have no gun or nothing, and he for damn sure didn't drag an ICE agent. They just shot him. That's what they did. So, do you think sending a National Guard here to Chicago has made crime worse? Drop down in the comments, because you got all the gangbangers. They like, yo, you not coming here. If anything, I got them. That's like what they say. They putting gas on the fire, adding fire to the fuel, however you want to call it, that metaphor. So, and then to my Memphis people, what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna stand and fight like they did in Chicago? Are you gonna resist the National Guard? I wouldn't tell you to resist them to the point where it's illegal. I wouldn't tell you to try to fight them, because common sense, guys, like that ain't gonna end well for you. It ain't gonna end well for the whole city. So it's like, let me hear your thoughts. What do you think about Chicago basically kicking the National Guard out and making them move past Chicago to Memphis? What are your thoughts on the situation? So, yeah, guys, let me go eat me some breakfast. It's early in the morning. I figured I'd get this vlog out the way. Make sure you drop down in the comments if you agree or disagree. You know, we're a community over here. So, let me see, yo, because this affects all of us. Because if one thing is for sure, if you're against the National Guard coming to your state or your city, right? Chicago set the trend. They set the trend. And they gave you the blueprint, meaning Memphis, that's the blueprint. Resist, resist, resist. But one difference between Chicago and Memphis is Governor Pritzker is a Democrat. Governor Pritzker is against Donald Trump. And you got the governor of Memphis, he's a Republican. He's with Trump. So, let me know your thoughts down below. Apologize, guys. I don't know what it is. Throat tripping. Drop your comments. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share this video, because people need to be aware. You understand? This New Era Rich checking out.